swear these things get just crazier and crazier as we do them.
Hello. Welcome. My name's Bob, and thank you for joining us for another episode of, this is a different one. This is the Blunderbuss Special presents Half Cocked, the Midnight Special Edition. As with me, as always, is my, the illustrious Nate.
How's it going?
And my name's Bob. Of course, if you don't mean my name's Bob.
No, nobody knows who you are.
No.
Actually, nobody knows who we are.
Probably not. But, just we like to introduce ourselves, because, well, it's kind of funny, like in real life. I'm better with faces, and Nate's good with names. Or the other way around.
You just said that backwards.
Yeah.
I'm horrible at names.
Nate's bad at names, but I'm better at faces. So basically...
No, you're better at names.
So basically, what we'll do is, we're at a party, I'll reintroduce myself to like Nate to people, like, my buddy Nate, right? Nate, this is so-and-so, and that way he actually,
It's like, hey, what's up?
Hey, man, it's been a long time.
Yeah, man, how you doing? Shit. It's like, yeah, we've met before, haven't we? It's like, yeah, we have.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if you didn't know, Nate, he's, so he touched my hip. It's kind of funny, like, we have some friends that every time we go to every time Nate goes to their place, Nate wears his kilt. And for a long time, they didn't think Nate wore pants.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
If Wendy and Roger ever hear this, we love y'all. We could have been, man, we haven't been to their place in a long time, have we, since I got married?
No. Well, they moved in with Roger's dad to help him out.
Yeah. Of course, I think didn't he pass?
Yeah, I think he might have. Which goes out to you, man.
Yeah. Thoughts and prayers. Praise be.
Such a tart, I swear.
So I guess usually on the Half Cocked we'll like kind of just spin out. It's if you listen to our regular program, we'll try to do.
Oh god damn it! I wish I had the torch.
Why?
I saw a fucking roach over there on the side of the house.
God damn it!
It's like, see, that's the thing about being on the fucking porch, man. It's like, oh man, I love to run that thing down on the torch and watch it fucking cook to death.
What sound does it make, Nate?
Just
never gets old.
I was trying not to do it too loud because I don't want to blow out people's fucking eardrums.
Yeah. No, but like, of course, like usually, like when we do the Blunderbuss Special, we'll be in my kitchen, which there'll be roaches there too, but like not as many.
Yeah.
Usually we find them they're already dead from old age. They're
dried out.
They're dried out, just like
they've been cooked from the sweltering heat of your unair conditioned house.
As Nate calls it, Bob's Boo Box.
Yeah, it is Bob's Boo Box. Holy shit!
And
it's like you sweat your balls off.
Yeah,
it's like you go to the bathroom and you take that sweaty shit. Oh my god, it's the worst. It's the fucking worst.
It's like taking shit in Cambodia.
Oh my god, I wish I was back in America. Oh god, to be in America taking American shit. God damn it. Oh, these fucking leaves are chaffing my ass.
They killed them with their love. We're just have like a whole like Charlie Sheen, not Charlie Sheen, Martin Sheen. I'm sorry, Apocalypse Now moment. Taking a shit in my bathroom.
It's like, I'm so glad you finally took my advice to get some fucking window units in your house.
Yeah, dude. Because
it's brutal.
Because like, no, man, I could tough it out, and then I'd go to sleep. And then I wake up, I'd just be parched,
parched? What are you talking about?
Oh my god,
you'd be melted.
And then like I'd take a bathroom, and I wouldn't take a bathroom. I'd take a shower. Take a shower, and it's just like, oh, why am I? I'm so dry. Just like rehydrating.
You don't clean yourself off. It's because your body's just absorbing all the water from the shower.
Yeah. Just
like, I still feel dirty. What the fuck?
My wife beaters, we just have that salt ring, just. So, speaking of which, the reason why we're talking about my boo box. No, we're just my boo box.
Bob's Boo Box.
We're on the this is a series of shows me and Nate are not producing, but we're making just the fact that just to get away from the regular show, just because we kind of.
But we have our weird tangents, I guess, is a good way of putting it.
And we can't really reach those weird tangents, we're at least as far as we'd like to get to them. So this is for y'all, so y'all have more Bob and Nate time. Cause,
baby, I'm gonna butter your bread. Gotta blow it up.
Yeah. Then we're gonna flick your brain's bean till you get to a frothy contemplation. Yeah. And if you don't know what that means, go look it up. Not at work though. Go do it on your phone.
Yeah, no, yeah, don't do that at work.
Don't do it. That's not.
You
safe
might get
for
fired.
work.
Yeah. Hell, listening to this at work might get you fired.
What are you listening to, Johnson? Get out of here. You're fired.
And then they start listening to it, the fucking hypocritical fuck.
Sons of bitches. And I'm like, Johnson, the show, it sucked. I don't want to. I'm glad you fired. You're wasting.
It's like, holy shit, these guys are a couple of doofs.
Dungus. So, so right now we're on Nate's porch right now as we're recording this. You hear the, honestly, I really like the sound of the crickets in the background. Of course, who knows how long we're going to have those until
it starts to get colder. It's going to freeze them on out.
Yeah. Well, I won't see it freeze them. It's not like it gets really cold in Texas.
They go away.
Yeah, they're not.
They go underground.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about burlesque shows because me and Nate were a fan of the burlesque shows.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love burlesque show.
We'll go to the little here in town in San Antonio. There's a place called the Cordova, which that place. We'll see a couple shows there. There's also a place called Fitzgerald's. They'll have a couple of crazy stuff there. There's a place.
It's that little theater that they'll do one every year. Goddamn, what the fuck is that theater? It's off of
Isn't it West Avenue?
Fredericksburg. Is it Fredericksburg?
Yeah,
yeah, in town inside the 410.
Don't they? I think we went to see their burlesque festival, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you ever had time to go see it, go make time and go see that, because you'll see some stuff, I don't know if you've ever seen Burlesque. It's a pretty good show.
I mean, people are like, oh, it's just stripping, and it's like,
no.
Well, yes, in its basic form, but it's more of the art of the tease. And, I mean, granted, there's some girls that are better at than others, but it's I still enjoy going to go check it out. And sometimes you'll get that one girl to where everybody's just like sitting there staring at her with their mouths open because she just has that.
Puts on an amazing show.
Yeah, I mean, just that stage presence and how she moves. It's just great.
And honestly, I'd say as a person that's gone to strip clubs and seen burlesque shows, there's a big difference. At least if you can't tell the difference, it's kind of like the difference between art and porn. Sure, there might be a titty involved, but they're two different things.
Yeah.
Like those sexist shit who no, the Michelangelo is pornographic. No, it's not, man. A guy 1,500 years ago decided to carve a man out of a block of marble.
Yeah.
And to the likes it's never yet to be seen again.
Now, what the Romans used to paint on their walls, that was porn.
That was porn, but
just
that's
some dude, banging the shit out of another dude who's banging the shit out of a chick, and then, she's licking a cherub's fucking taint,
A cherub's taint. What does that taste like? It's kind of like,
kind of a little bit like Seder, but sweeter.
A little ambrosia, that's where you get it from, a cherub's taint. If you didn't know that, that's where you find that at. So if you're eating ambrosia, that's what it tastes like.
Yeah, that's exactly what it tastes like. Yeah,
cherub's taint.
Just, and if you can get a hold of that, oh man, more power to you, because holy shit, that's hard to come by these days.
Ambrosia.
But anyways, back to burlesque.
Before we go
down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, there's a big difference between strip clubs and, like I said, as a fan, I would say I used to be a fan of the strip clubs. I used to, I wouldn't even say I even had a problem with them. Oh, I only have $40 left. I get paid tomorrow. I'll go to a strip club. But there's, like I said, there's the base sexual. I want to see a tit. You go to a strip club, and then there's, like I said, it's actually wanting to see a good show and seeing a woman, provoke my senses. That's, and of course, with the strip shows, the burlesque shows, we also catch the the sideshows.
Yeah, the
which
sideshows.
Those are interesting. Those are just...
Oh, but yeah, man, it's like, we'll sit there and talk to people about catching sideshows and all the crazy stuff that they do, jumping on glass, shooting, kernels of corn out their eyes and stuff like that. They're like, why would you go see that? It's like,
why not?
It's awesome, man. It's, it's that little piece, it's that piece of Americana.
Yeah.
Is what it is. That
Honestly,
goes all the way back to, P.T. Barnum and, Coney Island and, back in the day,
Yeah. If it's not difficult to watch, you're not doing it right. Because we've seen, like I said, a dude stuffed a corn, like a kernel, like up his nose, and he shot it outside of his eye. We've seen a lady walk up a ladder of machetes and dive into a pile of glass. We've seen women put their hands into wolf traps and just all kinds of crazy shit. And let me tell you, you don't regret it. It's just like, wow. It's just maybe the last bastion of just, I wouldn't say entertainment, but yeah, it's fairly entertaining. Like, I like them. Nate, do you like them?
Yeah, no, I enjoy it every time. I mean, it's, I just some of the stuff you get to see, like that, what the hell was that one, Hell's or something?
Hell's a Poppin'.
Hell's a Poppin'. That was a good show.
Yeah, and the Governor and Chelsea No Pants.
Yeah.
And everybody loves Mr. Buggles. He's the...
Oh, yeah. What the hell was he? He was a little...
French Bulldog, isn't he?
No, I think he was a pug.
Yeah.
Was he a pug?
I don't remember.
A little something, yeah. It's Mr. Buggles or
Mr. Buggles, yeah.
And what was he liked a lot? He liked, was it cucumber?
Cheese? Did they give him cheese?
Cheese and cucumbers or something like that.
Something like that. Then they had the guy, Aaron something, I can't remember his name is, but he's only a torso. That's all he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he just crawls around.
Yeah, just arms and a torso. That's about it.
That dude's...
Yeah, and he comes out, and it's like, he comes riding out on a little, like, four-wheeler. It's like, holy shit, they got a torso guy. It's
yeah.
Like, yes. And people are like, oh, that's horrible. It's like, he's handicapped and shit. It's like, fuck no, that guy's the shit. And he was cool as shit, man.
Yeah,
it's
he
like,
was awesome.
He was all doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and then it's like, but then afterwards, it's like, like, hey, man, it's like, great show, man, enjoyed it. He's like, oh, thanks, man, thanks, no problem, man.
And everyone's scared to talk to him. Like, no, man, he's just a regular dude. He's just not old. I wouldn't say not out there. He's crazy. He's only a torso. He's not,
Yeah.
He's half a dude.
Well, yeah.
Yet, he's half a man, but yet he's twice the man we'll ever be, Nate.
Yeah, that's true. that is definitely true.
Yeah, but yeah, like I think the first time me and Nate saw it was like it was called the Bite Fist. And
yes,
remember that?
Yes.
And I got to work at 11, so I already missed the freak show initially. And of course, they had the human suspension people there, which, from what I understand, they put the hooks in them. They just don't take them out of me. So they
out of you?
Not out of me. Honestly. This would be a completely different podcast. I'd be like, the human suspension show with, Bob Dangle. I guess, I don't know what my human suspension name would be. Dangling Bob, I guess.
Yeah, no, I would have loved to catch that.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty cool shit. Because what was it? They hoisted him up, like, over the crowd or something like that?
Yeah, and that dude, remember the guy from the bathroom?
Yes.
Yeah, he was talking about that. He had to get a permit to get a zip line because they're trying to zip like over the crowd or some shit like that.
Yeah. Because the power lines were there and all kinds of stuff, all kinds of fucking permits for all kinds of dumb shit,
Yeah.
And then didn't we see like a chick and like a dude walking around? They still had like the hooks hanging out of their back or something like that.
It was like gnarly, and she was just like a normal looking girl.
Yeah.
And then she turned around and she had these giant fish hooks like sticking out of her back.
It's like,
wow, oh, holy shit, wow.
I mean, I've seen it on TV like 50 billion times on like Taboo and other shows and things like that.
But let's think about it. Like, there's a difference between seeing it on TV and seeing it in real life. That's like, I don't know, it's so much more,
It's almost like you get the flavor of it, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's almost
you
like
get a taste of it.
That's actually a good analogy, Nate. It's kind of like seeing a hot dog on TV and actually eating a hot dog in real life.
Yeah.
Of course, they're hot dogs for your brain. Just
brain wieners.
I wouldn't call them brain wieners. That's something completely different there, Nate. Brain wieners.
And now for something completely different.
Yeah. It's kind of like that movie Headers. Have you heard about that movie?
Headers?
Yeah. Scotty was trying to get me to watch a movie, and basically it was like this inbred hillbilly, and basically he would like capture people, and he put them in the shed, then he'd drill a hole through their skulls, and they'd fuck their brains.
No, definitely never seen that. That definitely doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, and he's just like, dude, you gotta watch this movie. Like, he was trying to he couldn't describe it. He had to get me to watch it. Which, granted, I have to admit, I didn't. I didn't actually watch it. I still have the burned DVD. But he told me about the whole drilling the hole.
And you never got around to watching it?
No, and I never did.
That's right up your alley, Bob.
Yeah, well, that'd
be one of those things like, oh, dude, next time you come over, I got to show you this shit. There's some crazy shit, and it's like, really? Oh, we got to watch that.
All right, well, okay. Next time we have another Half-Cock show, we'll talk about Headers, and we'll be like, oh, the fucking brains, and getting...
Well, we'll actually have to watch it, though.
Yeah, no, we'll watch it next time we're at the house. Of course, if you, I guess the listener out there, if you have any kind of weird movies like that, go ahead and put them in the comments of whatever YouTube or Twagware or whatever the fuck you're listening to this on. Just say weird movies. We like the weird movies. We were talking about The Girl Who Walks Alone at Night. Oh, I was talking to that a dude at work.
Well, which one was that?
That's the rainy one.
Oh,
where they had
the vampire one.
Yeah, the one where they're like, no, I thought they did that in Iran, and you're like, no, they wouldn't do that. They would have been killed.
They would have been stoned to death. If they fucking filmed that shit in Iran and shit.
I don't want to ruin the movie for it, but it's kind of like there's prostitutes, there's vampires, drug use, a dude with crazy tattoos all over his ass. So. So these are kind of things that don't really fly in Iran. At least I don't think they would fly in Iran. So they actually shot this movie. It's in, they speak Persian, but they shot it in California because they have rights to do that, So he's like, no, Nate, it's they shot this in Iran, and then Nate's like no. Was it Nate
What the fuck was it? It's like.
Do they have streetlights in Iran, Nate?
No, they don't have no pig American, imperialistic, goddamn, street in the streetlights and fucking Iran and shit. Infidel
pig streetlights. Do they have cheese in Iran, Nate?
No, they don't have no pig infidel, American cheese and shit. Iran.
But you watch that movie. That's kind of one.
It was actually a really good movie.
It was a good movie. It was
I like the fact that they filmed in black and white. I think they would have done it in color, just kind of would have thrown it off personally. But after watching it, it was a good movie. I really liked it. But yeah, I know once you see the palm trees and the cars, it's like that's fucking California, man. That's not fucking Iran. I told you because they would have been fucking stoned to death or burned at the stake.
Yeah, especially there's a part where they're the prostitute's giving the tattooed guy a blowjob in the car, and you're just like, oh, that's definitely not gonna fly in Iran. Just the prostitute giving a dude a blowjob. Yeah, that's probably a double stonable offense. They probably stone him, not to death. Wait till they get better, then re-stone him.
It's called a double stoning.
Double stoning, yeah. With a big fat rock, just crush their skulls.
Yeah,
which is awesome, which is terrible. No one should get it stoned for a blowjob. Jesus Christ! But
we shouldn't be stoned.
Yeah, you really should be stoned for anything, should you?
Which is retarded. They still do that shit. What was it? Didn't they do that shit over there recently? They'd stoned some woman because she was Christian. Like her husband was Muslim and she was Christian or something like that.
I think she. I actually didn't hear about that. I did hear about that kid who got crucified though.
Oh really?
Yeah, they crucified a dude. He was 16.
Yeah, it was the father and the kids left the country first or something like that. I know it was in Afghanistan. It was Iran or one of those other not Yemen. What's the other one where shit's go? Syria, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And she stayed behind because they couldn't get the daughter out and shit. And I think they, she wasn't she was a Muslim and shit, so they stoned her to death. I was like, what the fuck?
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, this was like a couple of months or so ago.
That's fucking rough.
That's bullshit, man. It's fucking bullshit. Like, oh, I don't believe what you believe, but
You believe in a different magical sky daddy.
Yeah,
That's not our magical sky daddy.
stone me to death. Yes,
Yes,
yeah, because it's the tits is what it is.
Yeah, let us. You could go meet our magical sky daddy after we crush you with a rock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which we should probably get off this subject.
dude, fucking boner. See, we went to vampire blowjobs to getting stoned to death. Holy shit.
Yeah, we tend to go there. But anyways, like the sideshows and stuff like that. We'll go to the sideshows, and then what they've been doing too is that there's it's an all female group, and they'll do like their own burlesque sideshow, and then they're usually they're opening up for like a sideshow that tours and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Originally, they were it was called the Devil Bunnies, but they disbanded. And
what are they called now?
I don't know if they actually have a name. Like, I know that the one girl's name, her is Gage.
Yeah,
Which you should look her up. Like I said, she's beautiful, really. And the other one's Chameleon.
Yeah,
And that's she does a lot of like magic. She does the
oh, she's got a snake with her, and
there's a spider involved.
yeah, that's right. She got a tarantula and shit.
She does the magic. She I think they also do they sit on the bed of spikes and they crush.
No, that's the one girl. She eats glass.
No, that's Illiska Wolfbane. I think they all do it, really.
No, well, she eats glass.
She eats glass. She does a human blockhead thing where if you don't know what human blockhead, that's where you take a knife, like the nail, and you hammer it into your nose cavity.
Yeah.
Yeah, which, if you've ever seen that, it's fucking intense. You're like, oh.
It's like, holy
shit.
And then she'll...
Well, no, she'll get the mouse traps, and she'll stick her tongue on that.
Yeah, she'll do that.
Then she gets the Illiska Wolfbane, and she'll get the wolf trap and stick her hand right through it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit. And the thing is, she's cute. She's, like, really, really cute. Like, she's tiny. She's, like, 5-something. And she's like, then, like, I'm going to eat this glass light bulb. And you're like, holy shit. Oh.
Didn't she, didn't she, like, stick a hose, like, through her nose and out of her mouth?
Yeah,
and then she was drinking something?
No, like, all three of them stood there. And, like, Gage, she stuck it up her nose and out her mouth.
That's right. Yeah, they just fed it through three of them.
Yeah,
and then she was sitting there drinking like water or soda or something.
Yeah,
like that.
The one girl actually had like I guess she wasn't as brave, so she put the silly glasses that also are a straw. So they do that.
That's right.
And I think the other girl did the same thing. I think she put it through her nose and out her mouth.
That was Rose, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Rose.
Yeah, Rose did that. Yeah.
And then I forget what right? No, didn't the other one did that as well? Didn't she?
I think so, because they all had like their specific stuff that they would do.
Yeah, like Rose, she does like she takes the needles and she like sticks it through her cheek.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she'd have these, kind of like the little like hairpins, but it's got like
peacock
like
feather on it.
Yeah, but it's like the long pins, but they're like really big needles.
Holy shit.
And then she'd pull them out. She'd pull one out and she'd stick it through one cheek and then the other. And then the other one through the other side, and it's just like, oh, holy shit. Because,
like, first time you ever seen that, she's just sticking through, like, oh my god, she's sticking through her cheek, what the fuck, like, just that initial, like, just the pressure of the needle, like, on the cheek, then just,
yeah.
And
it's almost like you get primed, you got the hot girls doing sideshow stuff, burlesque at the same time, and then, like, the crazy sideshow comes out where, like, the dude's, like, sticking, was it the
drill in his nose?
Oh, yeah, like, running the drill up through his nose, and then taking bicycle spokes, and then sticking them through his fucking arms.
And his face.
And his face, and then, like, the skin in front of your, like, your throat. He'd do them through there, too, and it's like, oh, holy shit. And then...
He put the hooks in his eyes.
Yeah, he said, I've got the strongest face in the world, and it's like... Oh man, where's he going with this? This is gonna be awesome. And he sticks the hooks in his eyes, and then he went out in the crowd and he was like, "Hey, what do you got?" And it's like, he asked this chick, he's like, "Can I check out your purse?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." And he's like, "Okay, this is pretty heavy." She's, and he's, it feels heavy. And she's like, yeah, it's pretty heavy. And then he hands it to the person next to him. Like, yeah, it's pretty heavy. And then he grabs some other guy's bag. And I don't know what the hell was in there. It looked like a bunch of balloons or straws.
Yeah, I think it was the guy making a bunch of balloon animals and shit, and he was there.
Something, but it was like this like round bag. And I mean, it was pretty fucking heavy. It was at least 5 pounds. And then he goes and he puts those up on stage and he feeds them through this chain. And then he sits there and he sticks one hook in his eye. And he sticks another hook in his eye. And like Dave was there and he's like, I can't look. It's like, come on, Dave, what the fuck? He's like, no, I got a thing with eyes, man. It's like, oh, it freaks me out. It's like, okay, he's not doing it anymore. He's like, fuck you, I don't believe you. It's like, damn it. But then he sits there and he puts him in there and he kind of like prepares himself. And then he just lifts all that shit up with his fucking eyes. And it's like, holy shit, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
That show was the Pickle Punks. I can't remember the dude's name though.
Oh shit, I can't remember.
He's
but
on Facebook, I know like his partner's Holly Hellfire.
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
Man, she was gorgeous.
Yeah, and Nate got to staple $5 bills to her arm. Just
yeah. Yeah, it's like you for $1. Oh, what was it? It's like $1. You get to like staple it somewhere specific, and then for $5 you get to put it wherever you want. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. It was a great show. I'm going to tip him. I was like, all right, $5. She's like, all right, where do you want to put it? It's like, I don't know. It's like lady's choice. She's like, oh, I don't know. Like, okay,
Nate's a gentleman.
I'm like, oh, right here in the arm. Because I think someone like stapled her titty. And I'm like, oh, no. Don't,
that's a travesty.
Yeah,
really.
Don't beat up titty meat and shit, But, and she's like, here in the arm. So I was like, okay. So I staple it and she's like, yeah. I was like, you okay? And she's like, yeah, you just kind of hit like a spot. I was like, I'm sorry. She's like, no, that's cool. But they were the nicest people.
No, they're really cool.
That guy was saying, because they break up the glass and then he climbs up as high as he can, then jumps into the bed of glass, lays in the bed of glass, and has people jump on top of him and stuff. And he was telling the crowd, he's like, apparently there's a big thing between sideshow people about seeing who can jump from the highest position into a bed of glass.
His name is Drew Blood.
And apparently between like a handful of like sideshow people, it's like a big competition kind of thing. And what'd he say? Like 18 feet?
Something like that.
Something like that.
It's getting to the point where you have to like climb on your house,
yeah,
and jump off the house into a bed of glass.
Yeah,
you're like, wow,
like, that's committed, man.
That's committed. Because we saw him,
I respect that.
We saw him climb up a ladder of machetes,
yeah,
and jump off said ladder into a pile of glass. And you're just like, oh god damn! Like I said, if it's not difficult to watch, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not difficult for me to watch, but I that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. I enjoy it. So, but I don't know. It was a really good show. If you ever hear about those guys being in town,
yeah, they're called
check them out.
The Pickled Punks.
Pickled Punks.
I think they're out of. I want to say they're out of Colorado. I think.
Are they?
Or Lubbock?
I can't remember.
Pickled Punks.
Yeah, Hell's a Poppin' was out of state.
Yeah,
they're from out of state. You get a chance, check them out too. Just anytime you hear about any kind of like sideshow or burlesque, go check them out. Go support your people. They're just like everybody else. Just doing what they love to do.
I kind of wish we could do the same thing. Not actually like go and stick like shit in our faces, but like man, it'd be really great to do what you really want to do. Instead of like stuck in the soulless gilded cage we call the jobs every day.
Well, it's doing something that's kind of, I guess you could say it's radical. It's out there, something completely different, But I don't know. I mean, it's cool. I like checking it out. I still want to go up to Austin and because the Lizard Man has a sideshow up there.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. It's damn, I can't remember what it's called, but it's up there in Austin somewhere. It's like I want to check it out sometime.
Yeah, that guy's cool. He's got if you don't Google the Lizard Man, he's got jigsaw pieces tattooed all over him, right?
Yes. No. That's a different guy. He actually has the lizard scales tattooed all over himself. Yeah. And then he has his...
doesn't he have horns?
Yeah, he's got like the little subdermal little implants, I think. He has his teeth sharpened, his tongue split.
Yeah. Dude, it's fucking weird when you see like a girl with a split tongue. And it just like, then they like start like... Because each side of the tongue becomes like mobile. so they move independently of each other. Dude, that's fucking weird. Granted, I really wouldn't mind getting a BJ from that. That just, that's another thing, Nate. When I was talking to Nate, I was like, Nate, you feel bad that you'll never get to fuck a midget. You're like I don't know, I'm never gonna. I'm never gonna fuck a Romanian girl. You're never like just the sexual bucket list, and it's probably one of those things. You're never gonna get a blowjob from a girl with a split tongue. Yeah, made myself sad.
Such a goober, I swear. Because who was the picture you're showing me of?
Which one? Gemma Suicide.
Yeah, Gemma Suicide.
And she's a suicide girl, and she's a small person. She's she's like 3'11", and she's gorgeous, really. Like beautiful, and kind of like that kind of got me on the thing. It's like, man, I'm never gonna have sex with a small person, like a small girl, like not like a girl, but like I don't know. I don't want to say midget and be like that's gonna get fucking hate mail from. I'm never gonna get.
And are you gonna turn into that weird asshole from they serve beer in hell and shit? It's like, oh man, it's like I got a fucking chick, with one leg, I gotta bang a midget and shit. And of course, who he bangs in the movie, Bridget the midget,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't see. I don't really think she's that hot. She's just.
She's got that big gap in her teeth, man.
Yeah,
I know it's a hang up, but I just have the hardest time with that.
Yeah,
it's just fucking nuts. But it's. Everybody's got their hang-ups, What can you do about it?
No, you can just work on your hang-ups. I mean,
well, yeah, but it's just kind of one of those little, kind of things, But what can you do?
All right. Well, I don't know, Nate. What do you think about? Like we kind of rambled for a while.
Yeah, a little bit.
Should we try to wrap it up?
Yeah, we should try to wrap it up.
All right, well, I guess we try it up.
Yeah, I have to move the music around. I forgot to trim it.
Oh, that's because I was gonna man, when's the music gonna start? What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, I was trying to be stealthful to, show you the message on my phone, like, hey, start the outro. I forgot to trim the music, but I'm like, okay, where are you going, Bob? But yeah, there it is. I fucked it up.
Yeah, now you got me rambling about
But you know what? When y'all actually listen to it, you'll still hear us talking about it being fucked up, but it'll be fixed.
Yeah,
hopefully.
So.
I don't know. I got to figure it out.
So you're welcome. All right.
It's fucking right.
You sweet little, wee women out there. It's just with your delicate curves and your.
We love y'all.
Yeah, just kind of get up in that. All right, I better stop.
Yeah, you need to stop.
just kind of they smell like cabbage. No, they don't smell like cabbage.
And then we're going to get hate mail. But you know what? It would be a response. It would be nice to get a response.
All right. All right, people. Well, all right, this is it for the Blunderbuss Special Presents Half Cocked Midnight Double Edition Super Turbo.
It was double edition, all right.
At
least you can actually talk this time. Last time you're just like
slurring. All right, well, favorite. My name's Bob, and this is my buddy Nate.
Nate, hello, or goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah, and thank you very much. And you know what? I should have said like us on Twitter or like
Facebook.
us, subscribe us, Facebook, Twitter, to Twagra.
Yeah. If you got suggestions,
Google
tell
Plus.
us.
Yeah.
If we suck, tell us we suck. If not, hey, we'd like that.
Yeah. Just if you have ideas of like what you think our opinion would be, like go ahead and just shoot.
Or tell people, hey, listen to this horrible shit I just listened to.
Yeah. You know what? Your enemies, tell them to listen to this. Why did you get me? Because I hate your guts. And they would have wasted 30 minutes of their life.
So then somebody would inflict us on their worst enemy.
Yeah. We're like the pox of, podcast.
All right, well, on that note, I guess.
All right, thank you, and good night.